Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks podcast. I'm Annalie,
And I am Patricia.
and today we are going to talk about ugly men.
Oh my God.
No, not really, but we're going to, well, sort of. Yeah, sort of. So we're going to sort of talk about that and the difference the way we look at ugly men versus how women look, because don't want to even
I just
call.
don't want to say the
I don't want to say the
UG
words. So,
Yeah, I don't want to
yes.
say the UG word.
No.
But yeah, and as far as the how women are perceived and how by men,
Mm.
you know, of the same age, same, you know,
Yes. Oh.
same age, lived the same amount of life, went through the same amount of things, same stuff going on with the skin and all that, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, we're going to talk about
Oh, yes. Did we say
self-care.
care? Yes, we're going to talk about self-care because self-care first.
Yep.
So, yes, self-care. Yeah, I did.
Are you just going to say that? Yes, self-care.
You know, there are two things that and I guess I've been lately bringing up the things that we haven't talked about before as it relates to self-care, but two biggies, you know, are what we eat, you know, and physical exercise. You know, those two things are very important when we're talking about just our physical health, our emotional and mental well-being. If we do some sort of physical exercise, like one time we were talking about yoga, which I don't know if that's physical exercise, but it is some type of movement.
Actually, I think that when we go into aerial yoga and those kind of
yes,
high
right. You were saying, yes.
intensity,
Right,
it's
yes.
not as
Yes.
calming and non
Yes.
movement.
But does
as
it
you
get the
think.
heart rate up?
It does.
Okay, well then,
And
yes.
I was sweating very much.
Okay, then yes. So the aerial yoga and all those, and I've done yoga before where and even trying to get from the poses and do all the things, it did kind of work me up some. So yes, yoga. I'll take that back. Yes, yoga. Walking. I mean, if you got the stamina for it, running.
And the knees.
Yes,
after
the knees.
all these years.
Mainly it's the knees because I don't run anymore because of that whole knee thing. The walking, the power walking, you know, all those things, you know, going to the gym, working out, that's something that I do. Eating right, you know, eating fruits, vegetables, things like that, that promote, you know, that kind of overall wellness. Those are self-care things, you know, that we don't really think about. Some of us do that just, you know, that's part of our normal routine, but those are self-care things. And we need to be doing something self-care related every day.
Yep.
So, having said that,
Yes. So now we are going to look at a article that has to do with the hypocrisy of ugly men.
Mr. Ugly Man, Chaba. Mr. Ugly Man, Chaba. Mr. Ugly Man, Chaba. Mr. Ugly Man, Chaba.
and
It sounds bad,
it sounds horrible,
but
and I guess ugly would be people that are determined not traditionally attractive.
I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, so
Yes,
so it doesn't matter the age or anything. But for us, we're talking about are we talking about our age or just in general?
I think in general.
Okay.
When ugly men are rejected for how they look, they often feel as if some grave injustice has been committed. You see, they believe that it's wrong to reject a man based solely or primarily off of his looks, and that you should judge a man for who he is on the inside. And that sounds good and all, except for the fact that these same men often judge women based on nothing more than their looks.
Now, sister, I want you to answer this honestly. Do you think if you were ugly, he'd give you a chance? I rest my case.
This is the hypocrisy of ugly men.
Hypocrite.
There are a lot of ugly men, not all of them, but a lot of them, where if they get rejected, they say, there's more to me than just how I look.
Yes.
Or you'd like me if you got to know me.
Yes.
But if a woman were to say those same things, they would laugh.
Yes.
These men say, I know I'm not handsome, but I'm a good man.
He's a 10, but he's short.
A 1.
7.
He's like a 6.
He's a 6.
And I go with a 5.
3.
You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world. I swear to God. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am, though.
And expect a woman to look past their appearance.
Yes.
But if a woman says, I know I'm not pretty, but I'm a good woman, they laugh.
They're like, not today, sis.
They think she's a woman. Who the fuck cares about her personality? These men think that men are worth more than how they just look, but women are worth nothing more than how they look. Now, I'm not the type of guy who shouts sexism at every turn, but hot damn, that's sexist. Some of these men even go so far as to claim that the government should subsidize prostitutes for ugly men because no one should have to live a life without sex just because they're ugly. But those same men constantly shout that ugly women deserve to die alone. These men should be ashamed of themselves. In conclusion, now rejecting someone based off their looks is fine since you can't be with someone who you don't find physically attractive. But where these men go wrong is that they think that men should be judged for who they are, while women should be judged only for their looks. These men need to stop complaining about women applying standards that they themselves use. Unless you're willing to date ugly women regardless of the fact that she's ugly.
Oh, God.
You cannot expect women to date you regardless of the fact that you're ugly.
Yes, and I appreciate that a man wrote that. I definitely appreciate. Do you know
Surprised
who
I
it
actually
is?
did not know
That it was
there
a man. Yeah.
writing that, and no, I.
Well, I'm
even
glad just to give him his props. But yes, a man did write that, and that is spot on. And there's no one that could refute that is fact.
Yeah.
Men do that. They absolutely do.
Yes.
You know, women are held to a higher standard when it comes to our physicality.
Yes.
At any age, really. But then you add that plus our age.
Yes.
And we're in a no-win situation. We are in a no-win situation. Mm-hmm. And it is that the mindset of men being able to do that and get away with it. Because we allow, as women, we allow it. We do. We don't. We do not call that out when we see it in majority. There are some of us that do, because I know every opportunity I get, I am doing that. But in majority, we just accept it as a thing. And that is, that's unfortunate. The hypocrisy as far as, men that, the ones complaining or whatever about, oh no, I may be the U word, the UG word. I may be unattractive, but I'm still, there's something, I'm a good person, whatever. I'm a good man, I'm a whatever.
Hey ladies, I want y'all to stop perpetuating this myth that if you date a man who is conventionally unattractive, I think is the nicest way I can put it, then it's going to make him treat you better. I promise to God it's not. That is the biggest lie that they have sold us thus far. I'm not saying to only date men who are conventionally attractive. I'm just saying don't date ugly men thinking that it's going to make them treat you better, because it is not. Imagine if you woke up tomorrow with like superpowers, like superhuman strength, like all of a sudden you were able to pick up a 3-story house and just fling it all the way across the football field with no effort. You weren't able to do that yesterday. Now all of a sudden you can. Aren't you going to test those powers? I'll speak for myself. I'm going to test the powers. I would be juggling mansions in both of my hands just because I can. I'm just trying to see how much I can do now because I wasn't able to do any of this yesterday. That's the type of effect it's going to have on them. He gonna say, I ain't never been able to pull nobody like this before. I ain't know I had it like that. It must be something special about me. It must be something special about me. So let me see just how much I can do. If I can get her, who else can I get? And if she'll give me a chance, how much is she gonna let me do? Like, all you doing is giving him a huge confidence boost and adding a little extra audacity on him, as if men don't already have enough. So I mean, do what you want to do, but just don't think it's gonna make him treat you any better, because 9 times out of 10 it is not.
You know, that same man obviously would be looking at the woman he deems unattractive, and she's, you know, nothing. She's not even anyone he would consider. However, that same woman would want to mate with him, match with him, and he would not give her time of day.
Yes.
You know,
And yes, I hated saying the word ugly, because that's just so harsh.
it's a hard
And I feel
word.
like
It's
most people
offensive.
aren't ugly. Like, I feel like,
See, I don't even know what
I
that
think
level
maybe
is.
unattractive, or
Yeah,
not
unattractive.
not attractive on that level, you know.
Well, I
what do you
even
call
think-
it? Like the
I even think, because everybody have, like, the whole beauty in the eye of the beholder, that whole thing, which is kind of, you know, but, you know, someone that one person thinks is unattractive could be attractive to someone else, you know. And I don't think, because at the last part when he said, you know, it's okay to, or it's not, he's not saying you should not be, how did he say it? That it's not a bad thing to not be attracted to someone or something like that, because of how they look as far as their physical. But I think attraction is more than physical. I get that. Yes, traditionally we look at people that we determine based on their features that are,
but for
attractive.
men, attraction is
Right, it is
typically
pure and simple.
just that. But
physical,
for
yeah.
women, especially our age, because we're at a higher maturity level,
Right.
we look at so much more
Yes, you could-
to
yeah.
find someone attractive.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
because there are things that you could do or say. I mean, a voice for me, how they walk. I mean, all those different things, their intellect, I could be attracted to. Maybe the physical wouldn't be everybody's pick, but all those other things would, and I hate to even say make up for it. I don't think that's even saying it right. But I would be attracted to that person in that way. But yeah, I guess the whole thing is that men are hypocrites when they whine about, oh, the women don't like me because I'm unattractive. There's more to me, because you're trying to pick the women that are traditionally attractive. You know, pick the ones that he would consider traditionally unattractive. Yeah, that woman would want you. But if you can't cry,
Or it's some kind of, you know, I think that men are, and some women too, but there are people out there that aren't good at looking at themselves and say, okay, this is about my level and I want to stick around that level. You know what I mean? And that's why we see those scammers getting away with it, because these scammers are posting these, you know, super
Right.
attractive
That are not
people
real.
that,
Yeah.
and the people that are getting scammed should be like, well, I know I'm not, they don't find me at, you know, they're
Yeah.
not the same level.
yeah.
So,
Or you wouldn't think that someone who is
That-
like a model looking
Yes,
would
would
be
be-
attracted to a regular looking person.
Exactly.
You know, you just wouldn't
Exactly.
just think that. You wouldn't think that. Not to say that it can never happen,
it
but
can
it just
happen, but it's just not.
Yeah, you wouldn't
and
think
especially when they start love bombing right off the
right.
bat,
You know,
it just
that's not,
doesn't seem realistic.
that is not
So,
real. But if the men would shut their flipping mouths about women, like, stop talking about us and saying that we're this and we're that and we're not good enough, maybe somebody would take them seriously as far as their cries and pleas about, oh, I can't get anyone. Well, first of all, stop looking at the Instagram models. Maybe you could get someone, maybe someone would want you if you weren't trying to find all these unrealistic looking women, because those women don't even look like that. Models don't even look like that.
I don't think I'm gay, but I feel like a lot of men are ugly. Like, let's be honest about this. Like, when you go outside or you go to a club on a good day, you might see 2 generally attractive guys. And I mean generally, not like, oh, he's not ugly. I mean actually it makes you do a double take. Generally attractive guys. But I promise y'all, if women held men to the same standard physically that men hold us, a lot of y'all would not make the cut. And y'all know y'all expectations are ridiculous, like let's be honest. Most girls just say they want someone a little bit taller than them and y'all act like that's such a big ass. But y'all be wanting big booty Judies, constant bundles in the hair, lashes done, big lips, slim thick, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you don't even really have what you're asking for. Everyone's like, Lord, if you want to build your roster up, just go outside. Why are y'all sitting here acting like there's just so many options of attractive men outside? And then the ones that are attractive be attractive until they start talking.
You know, so, you know, I guess the whole thing about being in reality.
Yeah.
Being in reality, and they are not, and they are big hypocrites. And I think we should, as women, call that out more.
Yeah.
Call it out more. You know, don't just let them get away with it. Call out all their deficits. Like they go us up and down from our head to our toe about what is not right, about what they don't like, about our bodies, about everything, about our weight.
Bring your baddest bitch out. Bring your baddest bitch out. Bring your baddest bitch.
We need to start doing that. And, you know, whatever, two wrongs don't make a right. No, but it make it balanced. It make it balanced. So that's my outcry is to women. When they start dishing it out, we can dish it. I'm about matching energy. Yeah. We can dish it right back at them because they're not going to change. If we sit around, well, we don't have to be like them. Well, don't be. And don't be mad when they do it either. Yeah. I'm about hydration. And if me calling you out is helping my hydration, if that's what I'm going to do.
Call out our crow's feet because we're getting older. And then maybe we should call out their balding heads. Like, see how they like it.
They're not. They don't. Because they're sensitive about those things just like we are. Like the one guy who told me he didn't want to be with the woman because she had crow's feet. And I'm like, you mean like the ones you have? Yeah. Like, what are you crazy? You have crow's feet.
Yeah. But the struggle is real.
It is real. It is real, real, real. And I think that we should just, I don't know, as women, we should empower ourselves to, and it's okay to say when someone's coming at you in a way that you know is you believe to be unfair, you know, let them know, put them in reality, call it whatever you want to call it, set them straight. This is the reality of this situation. Yeah, that is happening to me, but this is happening to you.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Those are two true statements.
No, and I think, like you said, that's going to keep you hydrated because don't just go home like, oh my God, he said this. No, look at him and see what.
Yes, because you can go from head to toe, and I'm sure
you're going to find something.
Yes, because we all have changed. The older we get, our bodies change. Everything changes. Yep. Yeah. That's what I say.
Let us know what you think. That should be interesting.
Hypocrisy.
Yes. We are on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you are watching on Spotify and YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe. We love it. Give us your thumbs up.
There it is. It is the thumbs up.
It is the thumbs up. Yes. Yep. And definitely let us know what you think. Go ahead and comment.
Yes.
And
leave a comment.
Until next time, don't forget to live,
laugh,
and connect.
It's gonna do.
It's gonna do.
Yes, because I'm
right away. Oh my gosh. Bye, everyone.
Bye.